What was gold and silver, bullion, and coins going for at the Ohio State Coin Show? And what was the show like? Was it busy? Was it dead? What is the state of the hobby based off the last two coin shows that I've went to? Well, we're going to talk about that in this video as we look at some of the things that I purchased because I purchased an awful lot of coins and bullion at the show. So let's get started. But first, I'm going to ask my viewers to please not send me emails with images. I have to pay extra for Google Drive to have all that storage and have people sending me images constantly. It fills up our inbox for our business. Please go over here to Coin Help You Community. The link is in the description of this video and in a pinned comment. All you got to do is scroll down and click on it and just type in Coin Help You Community and you'll go right to the community. And we have how to post a new topic, register for free, post a mint error coin, mint error video guide. I've got AI. You can ask a question. I mean, it's all over here. This is home base for getting help from me and my team over here. We have a great team of people who will give you resources. You will learn so much by using our help community than through an email or a phone call from me. And I thank everybody for understanding that too. So first off, I want to show this. This is a note from a town, a local town, Manchester, Ohio. It's what they call a lazy deuce. Right here, you can see kind of like it's a 2, but it's kind of like a L. And here's the reverse. You don't see lazy deuces very often. A lot of times they're only known by 1 to 3 examples. Manchester, Ohio is about 45 minutes down 52 from my house. And it is a really good area for by the Ohio River to go fishing. The Ohio Brush Creek is right in that area. Great fossil hunting in the creeks and rockhound hunting if you like to do that. I've gone there for years. And over on Wikipedia, it's really basically kind of a village is what they call it. And the population in 2020 was 1,839. Very small little town. And when you drive through it, you blink and you'll miss it. That's how it is. But it's a little quaint area and the scenery is beautiful. And like I said, you have a high Brush Creek right there. You have some campground, little camps and things and homes. If you want to live out in the boonies, what they call the boonies, that's where you want to live. Is up in the hills there, little few roads or some of those little roads like the High Brush Creek Road. You'd want to get a place out that way. And they do have like a boat ramp and a campground and things like that. And there's some islands on the Ohio River. So it's a really cool note for that. And then I also purchased another $2 note. This one here is a silver certificate, $18.99. It's a really nice, and these are rare, especially in this condition. It's a really nice condition note. Then let's talk about a couple modern coins that I purchased. Now I did get this. This I didn't get at the show, but I wanted to show the laser engraved. Let's just do that while we're talking. But at the coin show, I can tell you, dealers were selling silver bullion below melt. I purchased a lot, 90% below melt. And this is what the laser etch looks like here. So this came in right before I left for the coin show. And I wanted to buy one of them just to kind of see what the hype was. To me, it looks more like an enhanced type coin. It's hard to see in this video. Here's the reverse, of course. And the W mint mark is right there. And this is the actual designer initial right there, the WA. But I guess you got the little laser symbol there is what that represents. But that's your laser engraved. It just looks like an enhanced uncirculated or something kind of. But as I was saying, silver and gold, I mean, it was selling, but you had to have it for the right price. And I know the guy told me he made 50 cents an ounce on what he sold me. And I bought 200 ounces of the regular, or just the generic buffalo rounds. This is the Sacagawea. I bought 2 of these at the show, actually. And 99.99 gold is $1 proof. And we'll look at the dollar here. This is something I did not purchase from the mint myself. Like I said, I bought it at the show. But these are only 7,500 mintage. So you would think that these are going to go up in value, you would hope. But then again, is the Sacagawea, is it popular enough? Is it too much over the gold value? Because it's a half ounce. I mean, if it's too much above the gold value, then maybe it won't. Maybe this is the price they're going to be at. I know the graded versions, if I got a proof 70 on these, they go for a little bit more. But I don't know if I'll send them off or not. I got them up on the website right now. I got the 10-ounce bars, which I thought I just couldn't pass these up, and I got them for $39 an ounce. Now I know it's over now, but it was over $39 at the show. But these sell for a little bit of a premium on the market, but with everything going the way it is, it's hard to get a premium out of anything. But these I had to buy these. Bought them off my former partner. He had them on. He sold a few. I told him to wait till the end of the show and get what he could out of them. I think he had $41 on them. So I purchased these 250s. I was able to pick at $4.40 each. And then the $5 here, I got several of those. I bought them at Melt. And that 1900 is really nice. All of them are nice, but that's a really nice 1900. Looks like it's uncirculated. But I was able to take my pick out of it, and I bought them from a dealer. The thing about the show is it was packed. I mean, it was just constant busy, just like the Sharonville show. The state of the hobby is very strong, despite the fact that premiums are non-existent to very little. Among dealer to dealer, it's just not there hardly at all in the bullion. Now, these coins are a little different. 21D G6. That's a key date for the Walking Half Dollar series. I was able to buy this 1917 Mint State 65. All original. Really nice. It's not bright white. It's not been dipped out, looks like. Beautiful coin. Couldn't resist that one. Basically got it around gray sheet. I got a 1924 65. You don't see 24s and 65 very often. They got that grainy appearance to them. The dies are really rough. It's a beautiful coin. Looks the grade. I cherry picked these for the grade, to look the grade. I mean, this one looks almost like a 64. I mean, I know in the images you're seeing it magnified, but that's a beautiful coin. And a better date, too, is for 63. But like I said, I went through dealers who I could buy off of for gray sheet or less, and I cherry picked what I could. So all these, like I said, will look the grade. And if you're interested in them, they'll be up on PortsmouthCoinShop.com website. It's a nice 26D. Now, some of these, the first pick goes to one of my friends. He collects piece dollars and PCS holders. And then what's left will go up on the site. 22S. A lot of people don't realize when you got the mint mark on these, the higher the grade, the better. 23D is the better one in the common dates. But it's not so common when you have the D mint mark and you get it in AU and up. It's always something to look for is condition grade coins. If you're not finding a lot of the better dates, the key dates, look for the condition grade if you're wanting to submit coins and for grading, take your chances. I used to do that all the time. It's how I got started making money on eBay. I couldn't always get the best deal on coins, but I look for that condition grade. Trial and error, because unfortunately on eBay, a lot of people would take a 96.0 and clean it, or an 86.0, which are better in the higher grades, 84S's, 83S's. Try to sell them as mint state after they cleaned them up. I even had an example where someone tried to carve the hair over top of the ear to make it look higher grade. So I saw that. So you really had to be careful. It's nice 64s for even common dates. 22D, Mint State 61. Still, I mean, it's just a nice looking coin. Then we have, I did buy an ungraded Morgan dollar. Thought about maybe submitting that one. It's got some PL qualities. I don't think it's going to get PL, but it's not going to get PL. But the contrast of the toning and all that, and then the smoothness of that cheek and the lack of a copious amount of large marks might get me a 65. It's possible. Paid $80. I mean, if I put another 28 in it, I mean, it'll be worth it if I sell it for over 100. I think 175 or something like that's what they're going for. Got some nice Morgans here I'll show you. I did get a really nice other kind of dollar. I won't say what it is yet. It's beautiful. Now, like I said, I just went through and looked at all the dealers' coins and the ones that I thought I could purchase for a good price that were really nice. So you're seeing, like I said, for the third time, my cherry picks. 1878 CC Mid-State 63. Now this one I thought could have been 62. A lot of your 78s are 62. It just seems like that's the way they were handled. A few scratches on the holder, but not on the coin. 78 8 tail feather Mid-State 63. Nice. You always want to look for the VAMs on this one. They're out there. Most of these are double dyed on a reverse though. So DDRs, it's not uncommon to see that. 79S Mid-State 65. Nice patina on that. And an ADS Mid-State 66. That looks 66. One thing about this one here, it looks 66. You cannot discount those roller marks. Roller marks are from the mint. They're not contact marks. That's why it was able to get that grade. A lot of times those are supposed to strike out and they did not. But when you're looking at magnified, here's what it looks like when you got it in your hand. They're just not that obvious. Looks like it has a little bit of a proof-like reverse on it. And here's the 81S Lincoln Highway Horde. So the Lincoln Highway, there was a farmhouse that sat there for, I guess, decades. And finally, somebody bought it and went through it and found a huge hoard of silver dollars. And this is one of the coins out of it. Now, see, this looks like it's burnt, but it got something on it there and it toned it up. They gave me a good deal on it for a 64 because of that. But I went ahead and bought it because I thought I could show it in the video and talk about it. But can you imagine driving by a farmhouse most of your life and then realizing that sitting in there was bags of silver dollars? I mean, that's amazing. I think it's in Pennsylvania too. You can look it up on the Google there. 1884 CC, Mid-State 63. Very nice coin. And then an 87S, which is a lot better date and higher grades, especially because they circulated. Very solid for a 63. It's got a nice little toning here on the inside peripheral. A splotchy on the reverse, but it's just the contrast. Semi-proof-like surfaces with that toning on it just looks really good. It gives an iridescent toning to it. And 88.0, you don't see them this high grade very often. I don't know how many 88.0s I've had in 65, but it hasn't been very many. It's a really nice coin, though. 89.0 is really expensive in this grade. Then I purchased a Segs. The owner of Segs, Briggs, was there at the show. He's there all the time at the show. And I didn't buy this from him. I bought it from some other dealer. But basically, it looks like it's a overgraded, it's a Mint-State 61 or 2 coin, maybe even a 60. But it is a VAM 38, which doesn't really matter a whole lot. But anyways, I'll sell it for whatever I have to sell it for, because I do think that it's overgraded. That's a lot of marks on that coin for a 63. Then I bought a couple more gold coins. I paid, I think, just a little bit over melt for them, just a little bit. And I told them, I said, look, on eBay, these 70s are going for a little bit more. Now, are you sure you don't want more? And they said, no, that's fine. This is what I want. It was another dealer. So that's what I purchased them for. And both of them, even though one's a 70, one's a 69. And I'll sell them for different prices. If you walked in my coin shop or you sent a check online, if you went through the check thing, I would sell these a little cheaper. But I love these buffaloes. I didn't want to pass them up. I love the holders. I like this black holder with the 70 and the label there. Then, last but not least, I bought this. I bought this 1872 $1 very fine 30 seated dollar. The reason I bought it is that it is original. Came from a dealer's personal collection. He sold it to me for what he had in it, which was too much, but that's okay. It's a nice coin. And like I said, it's untouched. I mean, this is just, you just don't see very fine 30s and these seeded dollars. Low mintage, low survival rate. A lot of them have been melted and circulated. And this one's just nothing wrong with it at all. Really nice, solid for the grade. A lot of people look at the Liberty here. Well, the Liberty can wear off quicker than some of the other details, but when you look at the overall coin, you can't go by a written grade. It doesn't work that way. You've got to go by the overall details everywhere. One spot might not match up to the grade A&A grading standard, but that doesn't matter. It's the rest of the coin. You're looking at the meat of the coin when you're grading. So there you have it. Had a great Ohio State show, and I appreciate everybody who stopped by my table and said hi to me, because I had to take 2 tables in the Metro room, which is a World Coin room. It's off to the side, and I didn't lack any traffic. But everybody talks about how there's hardly anybody in that room. Well, it wasn't the case this year, and I'm very grateful to have that. I do appreciate it more than anybody knows, all the business that people do with me and support my little coin shop here and my YouTube channel. So I want to give a big shout out and a thank you. Go Bucks, and have a great day.